beautiful circuit of the Bahrain International Circuit, and it plays host to today's round of the championship. 3.362 miles and 15 turns. It is going to be an absolutely fantastic race here in the desert for the Champion Series of BBB Racing. Hello everybody, welcome up to the commentary box, and first of all, apologies if you can hear some noise in the background. Hopefully we're going to try and fix that as well. Let me try and explain to you, one, why I'm using a radio microphone that you'll see in the studio, two, why we're on air a little bit later than usual, and three, what on earth has been happening? Well, basically, to put it into simpler terms, you are very lucky to be seeing this programme this evening, because about half an hour ago, when we came to switch on and load up for the game, it was discovered that F1 2020 was actually not installed on this console. Absolutely unbelievable. So all our pre-show programme with an interview with Seymour Copan as well, who is hosting a new German league on Wednesdays on this channel, sadly has gone out of the window. And also, why I'm using this microphone is because at the moment the headset is being brought into the commentary box in a few moments' time, because all the effort has been on trying to get this race up and running. I'm delighted to tell you the race is on, and that is why we are on air. The lobby is filling up at the moment. I can tell you 9 cars are currently in of the 14 that are going to take part across 7 leagues at the moment. PRL not racing this weekend, neither are Velocity. Hopefully they'll have new drivers soon. Mohamed Utas is being replaced at the moment in the Mercedes squad for BBB Racing, and after last week's dramatic race, it really is going to be a very interesting one this weekend as well. F1 Linus, can he claw a victory back after what everybody has suggested was, and to be fair, we also agreed, was a little bit of a dangerous and unfair penalty because of what happened behind him with a car ramming into him? So hopefully we'll have that fixed soon. Also, I'm finding it very strange myself, presenting with a radio microphone. I feel like I'm Dr. Fraser Crane, which, for those of you who might not know, is a comedy series in America. Hopefully a lot of our American listeners do, and as well. But I've got earpieces in so I can hear what's going on. I've got a microphone in front of me, and the headset has just been passed to me. And lucky I don't have to put the lead in as well, so that is great news as well, because it was upstairs for a pair with new ear muffs going on around the side as well. So that's been passed to me now. Thank you very much. I'll just put the lead battery in here with a nice little screw you get, and voila! There's the headset. So that's all ready to go up in a few moments' time, actually. It's already all plumbed in, so we'll all be good. Let's give you a quick look at how we stand in the calendar at the moment. As you can see, alongside me on the screen, we have already done Austria, Canada, Italy, and Brazil. 4 classic races. Now, the last one in Brazil had massive controversy, which I fully understand has very much split the community and the leagues as well over to what was acceptable and what was not. Hopefully we'll race on with those issues going to be resolved. So this weekend on the 21st here of March, we race in Bahrain. Going forward, we are racing in Hungary next weekend when the Formula 1 season officially starts. Then we'll go to Japan on the 4th of April, followed then by China on the 11th, Belgium on the 18th, and on the 25th of April we will go to Silverstone for the British Grand Prix event. Let's go to screen at the moment and show you the lobby getting ready at the moment. You might be hearing two musics in the background as well, which might be confusing you just a little. I'll just press the mute button there. There is the lobby, all shaping up as well, ready to go and go well. To give you all of the details for it, there are all the drivers getting ready. 11 in at the moment of the 14. 2 are spectating. As you can see, Lando Norris is replacing Mohamed Utas at the moment in the main team for BBB Racing. Renault still there with Dusk Hamilton and Milo Rocks, them two making a fantastic debut 7 days ago at the Brazilian Grand Prix. Fire Cup 2005 in the Red Bull as well, also had a great debut. F1 Linus, who has won quite a number of races this year. 3 races so far out of the 4. On the road, at least, he's won 2 after that penalty 7 days ago. Still counts, but let's just go through once and all, as you can hear the music blurring away in the background. You're not the only one who can hear it as well. I can hear it in my ears. So, it is F1 2020, the cars we will be racing on. The drivers have no practice. They do that in their own time. Then we go forward with an 18-minute qualifying session, a 50% race distance, so 36 laps coming your way, or thereabouts. The car performance, that's all set to equal. Qualifying is determined on the starting grid, as always, all the way around. The starting grid is determined on qualifying. You can tell Maoisms are coming out this evening. The safety car is on, which I always love because it means we get a little bit of spice like we saw 7 days ago, and F1 Linus's restarts are quite legendary. Going down as well, we will see the collisions are on. The vehicle damage, however, is reduced to give everyone that incentive that, yes, you can have a race board with collision, but we don't want to take them out, as I'm sure those of you who are watching when we had full damage on realised one little touch and your front wing and wheel fly off into the distance. Going further on as well, the weather, that is set to dynamic, which means anything can happen. We can have a rain shower, we can have bright sunshine, or in these conditions, with it being a night race as well, just some clear skies so you can see the stars above us as well. Parc Fermé rules are on. That is an always. In order to make sure that the drivers have prepped their models going into qualifying. So as soon as you leave the garage in qualifying, that is your car setup. That's what traps everyone into doing the practice session, so you yourself knows what's going to happen in your own race. Corner cutting, that is set to the strictest you can get. So if you go over the track limits 3 times, you get a 3-second time penalty. Do it again, it's a drive-through as well. And if you get more than 26 seconds, I think the new update said, you will get black flagged, and out you go, Sonny Jim. Car setup full, obviously. The drivers all get a chance to do that. I'm going to move a little way back from the mic. Ghosting is off, so if you spin, you still have the chance of crashing into other people. Going forward, rules and flags are on, and the race starts obviously on a manual. Now, only 10 cars, the 14, are in there at the moment. To my knowledge, I can't see the Ferraris at the moment. We'll go down. No Ferraris at the moment either. I'm trying to look for the other team. Going through that as well. Williams are in with one of the cars, so Tierney Top Gun as well. The second car not there just yet, so we'll wait and see what's going to happen going forward as well as you come back up to the commentary box to join me. So get in touch on Twitch as well. I've got the mobile device out. Use the chat as well to get in touch with us. We want to know exactly what you are watching and what you are thinking and where you're watching from this evening as well. And don't forget, you can also vote for your favourite league in the chat below using the vote system, and we'll cash that in before the race starts as well. So, no cars currently ready at the current moment, which is disappointing. I mean, it is now 4 minutes past, but let's be fair to them, we didn't have a great deal of warning, because the initial was that this race was off, and then the game finally decided to install quite quickly, so the race was back on again. And unfortunately, we were all set there going forward for an interview with Seymour. Unfortunately, we've had to cancel that, but I'd just like to plug it if I can myself. Seymour Kopran, who's the administrator for the new German Racing League of Esports, that is on Wednesday here on BBB Racing. It's going to be a fantastic league as well. Seymour is a fantastic driver as well, as you watch our original series, so do join us on Wednesday for that as well. And once again, apologies, we couldn't get that in as well. We'll have Seymour after the race. Well, we could do if the technology decides to work with us, because at the moment up here in the commentary box, we're running on very limited. But vote TNE, says Kipson, and Dragon 64HD as well. NFL Media saying my name new several times and a legend. Thank you very much for that. Good evening to you. What were the times by the racers? We haven't yet got into qualifying just yet. So don't worry, you haven't missed anything. This is the pre-show before we go in for the main race. As well, watching from Germany, Hanover. Good evening, everybody, says a Stoppel. Good evening to you too, and hopefully in a minute as well. What were the times by the races? As if you're just joining as well, we haven't had it just yet, qualifying. We're still waiting for that to happen. It's an 18-minute qualifying session, as I'm show once again on the screen. They're 18 minutes for quali. Race at 50% distance as well, so we'll have to wait and see what's going on as well. If you're on about last weekend with the runners as well, F1 Linus's penalty sadly did stand in the end as well, as far as I've been told, so that means he's still in the championship points as well. And if you want to know the championship points, then we'll have that as our second introduction to the program, hopefully a lot smoother, in between qualifying and the race as well. We'll show you all the championship points, the constructors points you need to know as well. Going into this one as well, let's go over what happened with the time penalty of Linus. It stood from last week as well. Was the penalty removed? So no. As far as I've been told, he hasn't won that race. That time penalty stood. So Warwick's Rage took the victory as far as I know, yes, at the moment. Good evening, says Seymour. I do apologise to you, Seymour. I can now see you are watching. I do so apologise that we couldn't have the interview pre-race. Hopefully we'll grab you on post-race as well. 10 cars getting ready to go into the lobby, so it's time to cross over for qualifying for the Bahrain Grand Prix. 10 cars currently out on the track. And we are all set then for qualifying to get underway. I'm now back in command of my own headset, so no more having to listen to a dodgy microphone at the moment. The green light is on and qualifying is underway. 10 cars are getting ready to head out onto the track. Not too sure where the other 4 are. Hopefully they'll be on soon as well. As people say, when they want to see the headset, there it is. Look, there's the good headset that everybody enjoys as well. New ear cups on as well, so a lot more comforter. Unfortunately, here's a funny story as well. The ear cups I used if you're watching pre-season testing and last weekend as well, they actually broke after extended use. They were a bit odd, so they're new ear cups ready to go on as well. Let's take a look at all this data and the track maps coming open for you as well. Give you all the best detail here, don't we? We never let you go down as well. And I've just realised that the cam is still on as well. 10 cars at the moment going out as well. And Gibson saying, Josh, I want to see you in a bow tie. I do have a bow tie, and if you want me to, I will certainly put on a bow tie for next week as well. So that'll be something to watch. Lando Norris replacing Mohamed Utas in the BBB squad at Mercedes, heads out onto the circuit for his debut at the moment. Faxland in second. Firecop is in third at the moment. They're still on the cut. F1 Linus and Lando Norris, the only 2 cars out on the track at the moment. Of the 10, we should have 14 at the moment. So let's see if they join in after as well. Do these guys run with no assists? Yeah. We know that F1 Linus doesn't run with assists. We saw him sliding around a week ago at the Brazilian Grand Prix as well. And according to, going back up here as well, some of the teams have been told that the penalty was rescinded. So this is news to me coming on the broadcast. That yes, maybe they were waiting to make it official to me today, and they just forgot in the panic. But apparently the penalty has been rescinded. So Linus did win last weekend. That is fantastic news. Broadcasters, last to know, first to report on the accident, last to know on the penalties late at night as well. Can you run assists in the race? Yes, you can. It's completely up to you. I know some people are driving with a controller as well in the league as well, but I don't know if they've left or still in the session. But yeah, so yeah. And just coming back up to the cam once again, I've just been, because I was fiddling with the collar here, and I thought I had a very much a sense of when I was putting on the flowery shirt this morning and the nice coat to put on the commentary box. It's very much a Roger Moore feeling, who was James Bond as well. And I felt very suave and very English putting it on this morning as well. Secret agent as well. This will be interesting. Yeah, you get assists, and some people running without assists as well. So I think they were trying to move it to not having them. Let's ride on board with Lando Norris then at the moment in the Mercedes. Let's see what he can do. Dan, my favourite segment of track, this second sector. It is flat out through 4, 5, 6 and 7. It is amazing the amount of power you can get on downhill and the amount of push you get uphill. It's spectacular. Down is the trickiest point, turn 10. down to just, 52 miles an hour as you push through the exit. There's Dusk Hamilton getting out of the way. Lando Nori coming up to turn 11, flick the car in, 4th gear, get the power on mid-exit, let it ride up onto the banking part of the track. Now, don't get too much power here through 12 and 13 because you can spin off into the wall quite hard. Hamilton did that in pre-season testing as well in real life. That's how much it shows you how tricky that part of the track is in both esports and in the race as well. Down through the middle part, F1 Linus a 1:24.699. Up there as well. And Lando Norris' time is a 1:27.090. So F1 Linus there, staggering everybody by going, about a second and a half faster, 2.5 seconds as well. Where are the other drivers at? Well, your guess is as good as mine. Only 10 cars at the moment join the lobby. 7 leagues should have been this week as well, after some dropouts after last weekend. And 14 cars should be on the grid. So it's very much feeling like the 1982 boycott of drivers in the FISCA-FOCA war, which was Formula One and the FIA in those days, where half of the field pulled out. And we've only got 10 cars in this qualifying session at the moment, so this is already making me think this could be a little bit more spicy. Here's Desepsky in the GSP Racing for Racing Point down the back straight away as well. Yes, I think the chat is there going forward there as well. Bahrain is only for the best drivers, so we have to get rid of a few. The admin's ruthless tonight in the admin chat as well. Desepsky goes into second place at 1:25.322 as well, so that's going up there. So it's a GSP 1-2. BBB Racing is third at the moment, so they've occupied those positions. 11 cars, get in. Damien Insanity joins in the order as well. So 11 cars now in, of the 14 getting ready for this session. And they should be able to take part in qualifying as well. If they receive the invite link, they should be able to join the qualifying circus as well. It's only if you miss qualifying and join in between qualifying in the race that you lose it as well. Going through now in the middle half of the track. This is Desepsky's cool-down run. A lot of cars now on a cool-down. Let's take a look if we can, if the computer will let us change to Mellow Rocks. Down into turn 1, second gear corner, full throttle uphill. Nice and power, nice, a lot of power uphill as well, braking to the middle part of the track. Give it some welly. Down is turn 7 and 8, this little complex of corner. Listen to how much you have to brake into 10. Turning and braking. Surprised we haven't seen so many lockups there. Favourite part of the track, this bit as well. Don't hit that wall. And across the line in 3 seconds, Melanie Roxo goes third at 1:25.677. Very good. Very good. Let's take a look then. Well, there's Warwick's Rage on the P11. Who's on a fast lap that we haven't seen so far? Dusk Hamilton. I think he's on a run. A little bit slidey coming out of turn 8. 9 and 10. No luck as far as I could see. Good at the exit as well. DRS is open. And flies through. Nice at the exit. Full power, full power. And Dusk Hamilton then, he's done so far 2 laps on these mediums. This will be his 3rd as he approaches the line. Is it a quick time? Sadly, improves on his best, but not quick enough to get into the midfield there. It's a 1:26.905 at the moment. So a lot of room to improve, but be fair, tyres on mediums that aren't exactly that quick. Let's take a look at Lando Norris at the moment in the middle sector. Damio Insanity is actually coming into the last sector, so we'll cut to him, but he has lost time. And he's lost the lap. So Damio Insanity going for another run. We'll stick with Lando Norris. He's 0.4 of a second faster in his own lap time. Can he get any? Well, he was 1:27. He's last at the moment on the board, so this is looking a big improvement. He's shoved on the soft tyre compound, and hopefully it's going to make it work for him. Boot it hard. Give it a bit of jiffy out of the corners as well. That's what we like to see. That's what we want to see as well. A lot of action, a lot of power. As the dear old Cilla Black used to say, lot of laughs. I'm going to adopt that for lot of power when you come out of that last corner. Go, go, go to the line now. DRS open in 3, 2, 1. And Lando Norris does a 1:26.804. So moves himself up ahead of Dusk Hamilton. Let's take a look at Damio Insanity now into that tricky turn 10 complex. Down the back straightaway now to T11. Let's see how much of the banking he rides at the exit as well. Drop down 4th gear, hit the apex, lot of exit curb. That's nice. A little bit of a twitch. Now, don't take too much inside curb because he'll catch the inside wheel and spin you off into the wall. He's set fastest middle sector as well. This is looking good. This is looking extremely good, actually. Roll on. Now to the line, Damio Insanity. Is he insane or is he just cautious on the brakes? I tell you what, with that lap time, lock him away in the insane asylum. That is a fantastic 1:25.507 benchmark and fun time for him. He puts himself right behind the GSP lot of F1 Linus and Desepsky. Brilliant run. Warwick's Rage on an outlap as well. Faxland here in the Haas cars had his lap time deleted. He's behind, I think, is that Desepsky? I want to say yes, it is Desepsky, but he too has lost his lap time. So he will drop down. I think he's coming into the pit lane there actually as well. F1 Linus is up there as well. One of the other cars, that was Faxland going into P7. London Norrie down the order. Top Gun's up there. I want to take a look at Warwick's Rage. He's on an outlap, I think, just coming through that segment of the track I told you don't get too comfortable with in the middle part. Otherwise, you might find yourself flying off the track a little bit too much for likings. Nice, cautious, calm run, in my opinion, down here. Let's break it down. Nice exit curve, and let's run with a lap. As everybody likes to, they've told me before they like it, so here it is. Audio up. And he lost the time and has decided to come back into the pit lane. Now that was slightly disappointing in my mind as well. I was hoping that he would at least try and go again, but the audio upload taken over there as well. Just going to turn up the volume on this scene as well, so hopefully you can all hear just a little bit easier. Who is out on track? I'll tell you who's on track, F1 Linus. But it looks to me like he's backed out of a run, and he has. He's going to come into the pit lane as well. Does Hamilton on a time as well, and he's lost it, in fact. So the 11 cars in this qualifying session are all going for it, and they're all taking a lot of risks. I think I'm channeling a lot of Cilla Black tonight. Racing up down the field, braking hard into the last corner. It's a lot of fun, and into the pit lane as well. Everybody being a bit melancholy, I think is the word to say at the moment. They're all just sort of taking it easy out there. They're not really going to run it ragged. They just want to be calm. They just want to be okay, which I'm perfectly fine with, but it's very bizarre, isn't it? I was expecting more. Car's back into the pit lane then. Just prepping the other gaps up there. Let's have a look at Desepsky then, who's in second place at the moment, and he's on the lap, and is only 17 thousandths off of his own best time. So again, this is looking extremely good in the last 250 of this session. And I'm delighted to say that we will have an interview after the race with Seymour Copeland. We're going to push that forward as well post-race, so stay with us after. And we're going to have that delight and preview the league as well and ask him about how he's finding everything. So do stick with us for that. Unfortunately, we've lost up in the box at the moment our monitor for the group chat. We'll have that back up and running ASAP. So apologies, I'm missing all your wonderful comments here on the channel, but hopefully we'll have it ASAP. As Desepsky comes to the line now, it's a 1:24.981. So he gets within the same second of his teammate, but a little bit too far back, because I think there's Desepsky just got into turn one. Yes, he has. As I tell you what, the devices up here in the commentary box today can't decide if they want to be on one network or the other in terms of internet activity as well. So do please bear with us with this one. Let's take a look at Firecop 2005. He's just started on that time, actually. Down into turn one. Who's that behind him? It's Warwick's Rage coming out of the pit lane. Fires it through 1 and 2. Compromise the exit as you run up the hill out of 3. Open up the DRS. Get towards turn 4. Surprisingly, it's a lot of uphill as well. And fly it through. Get through at the exit. Balboa CGN saying, we all want interviews this time. Well, my friends, stick with us after the race, and we will have interviews. So don't think we're going to back out on that one. F1 Linus gets out of the way. Firecop 2005. Now into turn 9 and 10. Don't lock up the inside right. That was a perfect corner exit. A little bit slow at the exit, but not going to lose too much time. So yeah, stay with us post-race for all of the interviews as well. You're not going to be disappointed here on the channel. It's going to be a lot of fun. Rising uphill. And Dusk Hamilton gets out of the way, but gives him a lovely toe through this part of the track. Tell you one thing, Firecop's really going to go for it here. Has he got the power? Has he got the excitement to cross the line? 123, 124, so it won't be pole. It's an improvement to a 125.785. We're not a quick time to improve him in terms of position on the board. F1 line is going for a lap. Desepsky, I think, is coming back into the pit lane. He is. Desepsky pits. With 6 seconds left, F1 Linus takes the line. Checkered flag out 3 seconds. Who's that coming to the pit lane? It looks to be TNE Top Gun. Checkered flag is out. The session is now concluded. So now we're going to see who's going to go on the run. And out goes Desepsky and Top Gun. They have retired from the session. They were already in the pit lane, but they've already prematurely retired. We're riding with Demio Insanity now. Great run, can I add, for Melo Roxo, who's in 4th place. At the moment, a 125.308. That's a great time. Everyone running now. Very excited out there. Into the last corner. Lock up on the inside for Demio Insanity. Will this get him up the order? 123 crossing the line. Third. Splits the two cars deciding to retire. Demio Insanity at 125.068. It looks to add across the line. Benny Callagh goes P7, 125.928. It looks to me, though, that F1 Linus will have pole position. But can he beat his own time? Is now the point to be at. Into the last corner. Dusk Hamilton goes 6th, 125.571. F1 Linus to the line now. Oh! 124.607, dynamite time there. As Warx Rage goes up into second position. Warx Rage a 124.952. An indomitable time to put him up there. And the old rivals from last week, where it nearly gave Warx Rage the victory. Now it's time for the fight back. The duel in the desert between F1 Linus and Warx Rage is still going on off track, look. There's the results then, the top 11 in qualifying. F1 Linus, Warx Rage, Desepsky, Demio Insanity, Top Gun, Titany Top Gun, Melanie Rose as well. Cars are now going to pursue round and we will prepare for the race start. And there's your grid. F1 Linus, Warx Rage, Desepsky, Demio Insanity, Titany Top Gun, Melanie Roxo, Faxland, Dusk Hamilton, Firecop 2005, Benny Callagh and Lando Norrie. 11 of the 14 cars due to take place in this race are now running there as well. Hopefully, we'll have cars join before the race. If not, it's an 11-car shootout for a duel in the desert. It's the Champions Series coming to you from the BAHRAIN International Circuit around a beautiful, challenging track which has become an instant classic since its first race in 2004. 15 turns, 3.362 miles, 5.412 kilometers, 3 DRS zones as well, all around this track. It is an absolute delight. This is the championship. Victory did go to F1 Linus. He is on 94 points. Warx Rage has 55. 10 points behind him is Shabby 2 Clay. WCR not seem to be racing this weekend either as well. Ferrari has disappeared as well as the VRL for the second Red Bull. But we got points on the board for the new guy in RSG for Renault. In terms of the Constructors' Championship, you can see GSP leading the way, 121 points to TNE Williams on 85. FE Honda is in third. PLR now no longer racing. TRL is in fifth. WCR not in this race. BBB is in seventh as well. Welcome up to the commentary box. The cars are on their formation lap here around the BAHRAIN International Circuit. And if you're just joining us, this is how they line up on the grid for today's 29-lap race. F1 Linus is on pole position, followed by Warx Rage. Desepsky is third. Damio Insanity is 4th, T&E Top Gun 5th, Melanie Roxo is 6th, Faxland 7th, Dusk Hamilton is 8th, Fire Cop 2005 is in 9th, and the two BBB guys of Benny Callak and Lando Nori are 10th and 11th. We should just explain to you that we have had a couple of leagues drop out after some incidents as well, post behind the scenes. We're hoping to have them filled ahead of next weekend's race. So think of this a bit like the 6-car race in Indianapolis all those years ago. But still, I think that was a great race because there's more to talk about. And it's going to be a lot of fun, because 11 cars, how much action are we going to see today? My prediction, an awful lot. Also, stick around post-race, as we'll have interviews with some of the drivers as well. The cars are getting ready to line up on the grid as well, and I am ready for this, I can tell you. We'll open up all of the details for you as well, so you know exactly what tyres are on and everybody is ready. We might have to start the race with this camera angle, because unfortunately it wants to be a bit of a diva at the moment. I think that camera angle's great actually, so let's get ready for the start of the race. Here we go, guys. Lights are coming on. Yes, yes, it's going to be go. Where's the lights? Where's the green? I can hear the cars revving. Now! Great launch initially from Warwick's Rage. Dusevsky's going to try and pull round the outside. Up to turn 1 we go now. Warwick's Rage has the inside line, but it's F1 Linus leading. Dusevsky in 3rd. 2 Renault cars side by side in the back. There's Hamilton ahead of Melanie Roxo. Haskar like Grosjean flying towards the barrier. Manages to pick it up. Dusk Hamilton dropping down the order. Oh, there's one of the Renaults. That's Hamilton. Yellow first 2 sectors in San Damian's been clipped. How did he save that one? He nearly got charged into the side by Dusevsky as well. Brilliant start from F1 Linus and Warwick's Rage. It looked like Warwick's Rage from our camera angle might have the inside line, but he's still got it. F1 Linus leads from Warwick's Rage. Damio Insanity in 3rd as well. 4th place for Dusevsky. It's gone very quiet as the cars blast past us now at over 150, 160 miles an hour, slamming the brakes down to about 110 as you blast up the hill. And then we're going to get too much into the wall. It doesn't seem to be. Perfect start at the moment. Now F1 Linus can control the pace from the front. He's not going to do something stupid. He can just keep it going and keep on accelerating. Little lock-up from Damio Insanity. We ride back with Dusevsky as he approached. No DRS, remember. This is all slipstreaming. He's got T&E Top Gun just behind him as well. Damio Insanity moves to the inside line, cuts back to the racing line as they blast down to turn 1. Second gear, 46 kilometers an hour. Top Gun tries to look round the outside. Dusevsky's still going to be there. Uphill we go. Damio Insanity's been left back. Here comes Top Gun to look to the inside now. Into turn 4. Hard on the brakes. Locks up. Dusevsky runs wide deliberately to avoid that lock-up. He must have seen it in his blind spot. But through goes T&E Top Gun. Great move. And now, watch out for Melanie Roxo coming through as well as Dusevsky locks up, trying to come back in. Brilliant. What a brilliant start. Yes, we only have 11 cars out of the original 18 we should have had, but boy oh boy, are we going to get some racing. Look at the top 2, they have checked out. They're within a second of each other, but they've got 2.4 seconds to Damio Insanity. Now, is Damio Insanity playing the team game here and deliberately backing up T&E Top Gun and the rest of the field to allow his teammate of Warwick's Rage to go into the distance and fight for the win? We'll keep an eye on that battle because it certainly is already a race of 2 halves. Lap 2 about to be complete of 29. Big lock-up from Top Gun as well as they come down the back straightaway. 1:28.694 already for F1 Linus. That's an insane amount of run. And look at this. They are all slipstreaming each other. They don't have the DRS yet. Not until the exit here of turn 3 will they have it, and they are about to swap back. Lando Norris is battling in the background there as well with Dusk Hamilton. They're still going side by side at the top of the screen as well. Want to catch that battle if I can, please, Mr. Director, because they're side by side. Oh, and that's a cheeky cut off there from Hamilton, but Norrie's going to go and almost do a Vettel, and that cost him a little bit of time there. Tried to have the expensive power down, and it didn't pay off, unfortunately. So Hamilton goes through. Desepsky caught here in the middle of a bit of a train. He's got cars left and right as I take off my coat in the commentary box. It's getting a little bit too warm doing all this exciting jumping around in the commentary box in order to actually have a big coat on. Down now towards turn 11, and DRS open again for just the second time of this lap. You'll get the next one down the start finish straight. You can see where the zones are on the timing monitor in front of you with the green bars alongside the track. That is a DRS detection zone as well. Faxland has dropped 46 seconds back. He has been into the pit lane as well and put on the soft tyre compounds. F1 Linus has got 1.3 seconds ahead there of Warx Rage. That surprised me, so he's decided to use a little bit more battery power. Here we go once again though. Ride with these guys as Damio Insanity is going to have T&E Top Gun all the way in the front of him in towards turn 1. That's very end of the brakes. A little love tap there from Desepsky to T&E Top Gun. He's got Melanie Roxo just behind him as well as they run up the hill. Top Gun going to look for a move on the inside as well. Desepsky will be there in order to characterize, in order to take over and get some positive effects on this amazing little run we're having here. So the tie is in for vote for your favourite team, and it is a tie between BBB, GSP and FE as well. A new poll has opened for the second half of this broadcast. Please do vote again for your favourite team, and let's try and break the deadlock. Number of cars now completely in a little bit of a pickle here. They've got 4 seconds now between the top 2 and the rest of the field. Minus, of course, Faxland, who decided to pit and has put on new tyres. Oh, look at Desepsky. Down towards turn 14. Lando Norrie. Tut, tut, tut. 3 second penalty. And look at Top Gun. Is he going for pit road? He is. He is. Top Gun pits early. Only lap 5, of course. That's a very early stop. He must be going on to the mediums for a long middle stint before putting hards on at the end. Yeah, I know what I just said. Down now, the back straightaway uphill towards turn 4. Spread the field out a little bit there, actually. He created that second hole, look. Desepsky 1.2 seconds now behind Damio Insanity. Yellow! Second sector! That's not, is it? It is! Warx! Warx Rage is round! What's happened? He's been off the track! He's had a spin! Warx Rage drops down to 6th position! Damio Insanity goes up into 2nd position! And now, F1 Linus leads by 6.3 seconds! Who saw that coming? Brilliant! I told you this race would excite, even with a little number of cars. And now, F1 Linus can afford a pit stop. Honestly, he'll be able to do the undercut. Damio Insanity is going to go for longer, but if F1 Linus pits, 2 laps before, he'll have 6 seconds advantage on him when he pits. So F1 Linus here is smiling from ear to ear. Warx Rage must be pounding that steering wheel. Riding with Desepsky. He's already pulling in the toe there of Damio Insanity. He and Dusk Hamilton pits as Benny Callagh comes into... No, sorry, Dusk Hamilton goes to 7th. It's Benny Callagh who's pitting. I'll eat my own words there. And Gibson saying, vote TNE, is that the undercut? And Gibson saying, we can't disclose that information. Ha! Brilliant. Teamwork makes the dream work. Only 1 car at the moment for TNE, and that is Top Gun. Any of the field only supporting 1 car so far. 6 leagues at the 7. Nope. Yep. Correcting myself there. Down the back straightaway. What What a crazy race this is. What a strange race as well. Yellow third sector, out! Faxland is out of the race. Everybody gets points. 6 leagues will get points here today. All remaining cars now leave with a minimum of 1 point. Out goes Faxland. Hello to the chat to Curly, who's just joined us in the group chat. Yellow sector 1 now, as Faxland's car, I think, is still on the track. F1 Linus got 6-second advantage. He's just actually, I think F1 Linus might be stuck behind that Haas car, well, it's ride with on board. Now, according to the driver tracker, Faxland's still on the track, but I can't see him. So, no, he's not. Yeah, he's been returned to the pit lane. It's a little glitch there. Our only driver, Fire Cop, has good race pace, says CBE Clips. Well, he's in 5th place at the moment, and right behind Melanie Roxo as well. Into the pit lane now comes Warx Rage. That was unfortunately predicted after his little spin. Midfield battle is certainly the one to watch with interest. Demio Insanity now pulls out a second advantage. Let's cut back and have a look at Fire Cop, who is in the middle of a sandwich here between the two Renault cars. Melanie Roxo and Dusk Hamilton, 4th and 6th. Fire Cop is in 5th place, but according to CBE, has good race pace as well. Seymour says, Damien going for the one-stop strategy. That's interesting as well, going there. And Curly just saying that he had 3 commentators on his stream and it worked better than expected. Yeah, I often find as well, if you have a 3-com team, your lead com doesn't really do much. So I'm very much, I do like the 3-com team because it gives me a bit of a break. But for sure, 2-com team, still the best. Cars pitting, F1 Linus. So Damio Insanity takes the lead here in Bahrain. Desepsky to 2nd. F1 Linus pits, puts the mediums on. Coming also, Melanie Roxo and Fire Cop. They're all coming in. So now, out goes the Renault, out goes the Red Bull. And, yep, F1 Linus now just leaving the pit lane ahead into 5th position. And now, with everybody now running into... Everybody gets points here today. With 10 cars remaining in the race. Faxland the only DNF as it's all sort of blowing up in front here. Tierney, Top Gun side by side battling with Melanie Roxo as well up the hill. Top Gun's going to have the DRS advantage as well. Benny Callag with that oh so familiar incident issue at the moment playing him up. But he looks to be okay. It's glitching in and out, isn't it? But Melanie Roxo's right on the back of him. Down to turn 8. Accelerate up. Full power. Oh, look at the lockup. Look at the wide for Melanie Roxo. My goodness me. Massively out of shape. Benny Callag keeps 6th. Top Gun takes 7th. Oh, but Roxo is going to try and keep that position alive, isn't it? We've got drama further back as well as Fire Cop and yeah, Warx Rage having a battle over 9th and 10th position as well. Oh, that's so close to contact. Where is the Renault going? There's Warx and Fire Cop in the background of this little shenanigans. Big lockup again from Top Gun on the same tie. It's going to have a monumental flat spot, and he's only just changed those tyres. Oh, Benny Callag slow on the straights. Here comes Top Gun. Melanie Roxo is going to blast past through 2. Doesn't quite go to the inside. Oh, Callag gets the undercut. Locked up again. Actually went Top Gun. Car and swiped over the front of Benny Callag. Goes back to 5th. Here comes Melanie Roxo up the hill towards turn 4. Takes the inside line. Top Gun's going to try and hold it round the out. They keep it together. Still side by side coming down the sand dunes. Oh, that's going to be contact. Stay out of it, guys. Come on. They're still side by side. The Renault will have the inside line coming into turn 8, but surely Top Gun's still going to hold it round. It's going to go down to turn 10. This is never going to end well. Which one's going to back out first? Inside line going to Top Gun. They're still side by side even after turn 10. What is this? Melanie Roxo and Top Gun in the second of their DRS zone fight. Top Gun shuts the door and Melanie Roxo has to drop back. Wow-wee! What amazing couple of corners there from the two leagues. This is the Champions Series. And it's about to happen all over again. Desepsky pits. Here comes F1 Linus now to take over second position. Damio Insanity on that longer initial run is going to keep the lead here for a while. Another lockup from Top Gun. Down the straight. Coming out of the pit lane is Desepsky. It's going to be right in the middle of this. Hits Benny Kalak. Top Gun got involved there as well. Desepsky versus Kalak. Kalak gets understeer. Tries to shut the door on him. Here comes Top Gun. Here comes Melanie Roxo as well. Three abreast. Surely not. Oh, that's going to be contact for sure. And it was contact. Love tapping going on once again. And through goes Warwick's Rage as Melanie Roxo gets dropped down the order as well. And, well, look at the back there. Fire Cop's in there as well. Wow. What a dramatic midfield battle we're having here. Proves 7 leagues racing tonight. 11 cars. 10 remain. Renault. That was Dusk Hamilton dropping down to 10th. Right on board. Best camera angle. Kalak getting a little bit sloppy out of that part of the track. Desepsky's all over the back of him. Now down the straight again. Surprised to say this, but this is where the Mercedes doesn't look strong. That Racing Point seems faster. Warwick's Rage has dropped back a little bit. It's TNE's. Big double lockup, nearly running into the back of Desepsky, but gets the run out. Now they're going to have DRS open as well. Look, Benny Kalak moves towards the pit wall. One more with Desepsky now. Pulls to the outside once again. Top Gun's going to be there as well. Kalak can't have defense, must slot into the middle. Warwick's touches the back of Benny. Blimey, governor. Where did that Mercedes go? It was darting one way, darting the next. Uphill again to turn 4. Sweeps it back. TNE Top Gun in trouble with Warwick's Rage. Slides it through. Breaks down once again. Slides it now to the back of turn 10. Races up. Oh, Renault, big twitch there from Dusk Hamilton. Melanie Roxo dived into the pit lane. That's why we haven't seen that much in this lap. He's gone down to 10th place, put on the hard tyres. Same goes for Lando Norrie. Lap 12 of 29. Down now, once again. I'm counting, 7 cars involved in this little scrap? Come on. Give us some more excitement down the start-finish straight. It's not over yet. DRS here. It's more like Bahrain outer loop. Massive race now into the turn 1. Oh, Desepsky went a little bit too deep there. It was almost giving it to Benny Kalak as we ride up the hill once again. Beautiful sound of the cars there as they were whizzed past. Up to 4. Oh, big slide from Desepsky. Benny's running right with him. Looks like more of a sandstorm blowing in the moment on the back half of the track. Just getting that out of the way nicely. Everyone playing it easy, everyone playing it nice and smooth. Nice angle through 10. Loving just hearing the cars at the moment as well, flying up in this midfield battle. We have that quite a lot in this Champions Series, but it's nice to sit back and listen and appreciate it ever the more so Damien Insanity finally pits, puts on the hard tyres. Lead of the race retaken now by F1 Linus. And is Damien going to find himself slipping into this little battle here? I think he might, you know. Just exiting the pit lane now. There he is. Keeps second place. And he's caught up now, 2 seconds back. Yeah, this is going to be a battle. They've all bunched back up again now. Here we go again. Hamilton's passed Fire Cop as well. That's Hamilton up to 7th. Race up we go. Must keep pushing. Must keep pushing. Full power. Give it the absolute beans. Uphill once again. And look at that. Dusepsky can smell blood in the water as Damien Insanity is just ahead of him now. Kalak's under pressure here from Top Gun for sure. It's lap 13 of 29. Half distance next lap. 14.5. Everyone is enjoying this battle as well in the chat. It's going to get more and more. BBB of Benny Kalak, Tierney and Top Gun. About to go battling down the start-finish straight. Can Benny hold on? Away we go. Top Gun pulls to the outside line. It becomes the inside into one. Sweeps back. Benny tries to cut back. Doesn't look like he's got it without the DRS into one. Warwick's Rage now right there to capitalise. Benny's a lot quicker in the corners where DRS isn't a factor. Screaming uphill. My goodness. Love tap. Kalak goes wide as a result, and Warwick's Rage blasts round the outside and takes 5th position. Nice little battle. Big lock up on the inside there. Not hearing too much in the earphones as gaggle of cars here from 4th all the way down to 7th. Maybe 8th as well. Fire Cop's coming into it. Lock up again from Tierney. Top Gun. Racing around the outside. Another lock up. Warwick's Rage goes a little bit too deep actually. Benny was a bit too far back to try and capitalise on that particular movement, unfortunately. The race is on. Another lock-up. Top Gun's efforts as well on the front of braking seems to be fully hit the brake and lock up and see what happens next. That car's spinning in my earphones. No, it was Dusepsky having a bad exit actually out of 1 and 2. Lost him a couple of tenths of a second there, actually. You can see, look, it's going down. Tierney's closing him down. But Tierney's got Warx right on him. Warx has got the DRS uphill. He wants to try and have a go. Got to keep pushing. Sepsky feeling the pressure. Yeah, absolutely. See him all saying Linus is enjoying life right now. What is it? 14.2 seconds out in front as well. Not a bad way to spend an evening, is it? Cruising at the front. Feel beginning to get a little bit more separated now. The problem is as well, no chance of a safety car. So Mel Roxer. Apologies for me saying Melanie quite a lot. Personal family member. Big lock-up once again from Top Gun. Warwick's Rage now right on the back of him. Let's ride on board, actually, down towards 1. He's got the DRS open. Top Gun has to defend. Doesn't. Interesting. Through goes Warx. Tierney's sticking around the outside. A little lock-up, I think, from Warwick's there, but a nice, solid job. Now watch TNE fight back up the hill with that DRS. Yellow sector 1. Mercedes! Benny! Benny spun into the gravel. Oh, no. And that's put him down into 8th place. Well, that's bad. Keeping it through. Now full power down the back straight away. Benny will have to pit after 9 laps on those mediums. Now they've got flat spot as well. Pit for softs, I would say. Best he could do, probably catch up as well. He's right at the back, pit for softs, and then wait for these guys to come in the next couple of laps. Then pray for a safety car. Field very much beginning to be spread out now. Warwick's Rage right behind Desepsky, who's 3 seconds behind Damien Insanity, who himself is 14 seconds back from F1 Linus. I am butchering these great names of my Anglo-Saxon speech style. Accent is the word I was looking for there, Josh. Accent. But Desepsky through 1, a little bit too cautious. Warwick's Rage now gets a better exit uphill with that DRS as well. Look how much braking zone Desepsky's taking. Kalak pits. So with Kalak now in the pit lane, he's putting on mediums. That could get him to the end of the race. I didn't think he had a set left personally, so that's why I didn't personally ask. I would put softs on there and just try to challenge it. Lock up again from Warx, and then further behind, TNE had another lock up as well. So those hard tyres don't seem to be working too well at the moment. 9 laps completed on them. F1 Linus on 8-lap mediums. Damien Zanti 3-lap hard, so he's going to have a much fresher tyre set towards the end of the race. Maybe he can start clawing in that 14.8 second disadvantage. Stick around post-race for some interviews and a quick VT while we set up for the interviews as well and going on stream. So do stick with us. Top Gun's finally decided to come into the pit lane after 12 laps on those mediums after an early pit stop. So now it's battle for third between Desepsky and Warx Rage. A lot of lockups again, look, and downshifts. It's getting quite surprising. Oh, Desepsky! 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Warx Rage gets the podium at the moment. Well, that was a surprise. We've run really penalty-free in this race. Only Lando Nori getting one early on. We've run relatively penalty-free in 18 laps, and that has come as a bit of a surprise, as well as the field now going through the usual mid-race lull, and gap battles have been spread out a little bit as well. And Curly asking, is this on PS4? Obviously it is, ignore me. No, of course we're not going to ignore. We're not ignoring any of the group chat if I see it so far. Same more saying, what a tragedy, did great so far. I assume that's to the Benny Kalak spin, who's now running in 10th place as well. Do please also remember, we've lost a monitor in here with the chat, so I'm having to look down at my phone when I see it, so I can't just glance my eye over to one screen. So apologies if I don't get through to you all, but thank you all for being in the chat with us tonight and enjoying what was 11, but now a 10-car battle with 7 leagues racing tonight. Hopefully we'll have more cars next weekend. If you are watching this and you have a league of your own and want to see how they'll fit in with some of the other bests on here, get in touch with our admin team. Positions are now open. I think also it might be a bit fair if you take on that team of, say you take on Ferrari's team, I wonder if you get to keep their points as well. That'll be interesting to have a look at. We're watching Warwick's Rage close up on Dusepsky. He's now within 5 tenths and has the DRS as well. Turn 11 isn't really an overtaking spot. I mean, another lockup again. I haven't really seen an overtaking done at that part of the track before. But then again, I've never seen one done at turn 10 before. Are we having technical issues? If we are, let us know, because it looks like I'm fine on my broadcast end. So if we are having technical issues, apologies. We're watching Warwick's Rage at the moment. And he's closer than ever now. Down again towards turn 1. He's going to go for the move this time. Pulls to the inside line and breezes through. Dusepsky doesn't know what hit him. Up now into 3rd place. Great from Warwick's as well. Back up into 3rd place. I think Seymour's just agreed as well. Oh, my pad. What happened with the pad? I've got a 3-second memory like a goldfish when it comes to commentating and forgetting things what happened. You're so much listening going through on one monitor. Warwick, what a recovery from Warwick's Rage. Yep, great one. Oh, I've just remembered in my brain what I'm on about. Yeah, the fact is that we've got a monitor down with the chat as well. Yeah, we've had a lot of technical issues tonight as well. So I've only got it on my phone at the moment, the chat. So I'm having to look down every now and then. Because you have to look at the phone. Yeah. Got ya. Just remembered. But yeah, I do agree as well, because it's a lot of difficulties. Having a lot of tech issues this evening. Like, if you didn't join us at the start of the broadcast, we had a short pre-race show because the F1 2020 game decided to delete itself from the console. So with 20 minutes to go, we've literally just had the going forward with the green light we can race today. So thanks to everyone for such a late call-up as well, because it was off and then it was on again. So it's a little bit like Indianapolis 2005 this evening, to be honest with you. F1 Linus comes into the pit lane, puts on the soft tyres with the last 8 laps to go. Damio Insanity leads. Warwick's Rage is 2nd. And now the question is, I think Damio Insanity's tyres can last until the end. F1 Linus has got to fight back now with those softs to the end of the race. Don't worry if the volume's gone. It's just that the actual pit channel as well seems to be having some issues, because it just seems to cut as well. I'm having the same in my earphones. It seems to have turned a bit down. So I'll adjust that now for you so you have a little bit more extra volume. So Warwick's Rage to 2nd. So hang on a minute. It's an FE12 GSP 34. Wow. Didn't expect that this evening. Very bizarre. Can Damio Insanity take the win? Can Warwick's Rage get the win back? That he had it last night. Yeah, really bad tech issues tonight. Massive tech issues as well. To quote Murray Walker, it's practically a miracle. This race is on. Penalty for Mel Roxo, and he has spun. He hit with, I think, Lando Nori. And now the 2 GSPs are going to battle. Here comes F1 Linus. Brand new soft tyres to 11-lap-old Dusepsky's, and GSP having an internal battle. F1 Linus surprising everybody here. Yeah, he's really going to surprise us right now, isn't he? Audio gone again. Let's ride on board and get it back. At the inside! Look at what fresh tyres can do! Brand new softs, 14-lap-old hards, and Warwick's Rage is battling with him. He doesn't want to get the position. They touch! They're still touching! They make contact once again. Warwick's Rage nearly off into the side pod of F1 Linus, who barges his way through. Fantastic! Brilliant. And look at that. Warwick's Rage trying to warm up his tyres mid-straight. They've gone. He's hit the cliff. F1 Linus has now got 4 seconds to close in Damio Insanity in the closing laps of this race. Curly, on Instagram and Twitter, at Joshua Burge 99. And that's where everyone who wants to go follow. At Joshua Burge 99 on Twitter and Instagram. Get in touch there. I'm happy to chat with you all. So now we watch the fight as F1 Liner sets the fastest lap of the race, a 1:28.308. And now, with a beautiful view of the start-finish straight, that hopefully in 7 days' time we'll have. When F1 starts again. 3 seconds. 3.2, 3.3. Is Damien Insanity going to take victory here? 9-up-old Hards just got a cruise. But F1 Linus is on a mission. He's a racer on a mission. Cutting through. B-U-R-C-H, Curly, is how you spell my last name. I'll put it in the chat actually, I just realised it now on the laptop. There you go. So yeah, on Twitter and Instagram, at Joshua Burge 99. I'm happy to chat with everybody. That's on Twitter and Instagram. They're both linked. Business. F1 Linus in second at the moment, 2.1 seconds. Look at that. He's visibly closing now on Damien Insanity. He's got so much more grip and so much more pace. Is he going to be within a second for the DRS? Sadly not. As you can see with the activation zone there. Down we go once again. What's it going to be in turn 1? Another fastest lap. I'm jumping around in the box watching that one. 1:27.919. And he's within 1.3 seconds by turn 1. Oh, this has been another masterclass from F1 Liners here. I thought for sure Damien Insanity would have had it. He would have had it with the number of laps closing down, but never, ever, ever underestimate this run here. Fantastic. Never, ever Oh, and that's Hamilton. Hamilton now with those tyres have gone quicker. Never in a million years underestimate exactly what can happen in a car, because honestly, I have never seen this type of fight back. It is being amazing. It is being bizarre. It is being every sense of the word amazing. Flying through, once again uphill. We're still riding on board. We can't not. It's addictive television. With a number of laps to go as well. Fight on. He's going to have him this lap, isn't he? You can feel it. He's going to have him. Here we go. Down the start-finish straight. You can feel it, can't you? Like Jaws, the great big shark has opened his mouth and he's ready to bite on 4 new red Pirelli tyres into turn 1 again. Uphill with the DRS. Get ready on the Jaws theme. He's warming the tyres, trying to look for a way through. There's no need. He's showboating at this point. Damien Insanity will be looking behind in that mirror. I can see F1 Linus. This has been another brilliant fight back. And they're going to, oh, is he going to do it to 10? Surely not. Looks to the inside, thinks about it. Oh, he's going to have a perfect run here though, isn't he? DRS open. Warming those tyres again. F1 Linus here playing with us. As much as he's playing with you back at home watching, he's playing with us. Brakes again, nearly takes him on the inside line. Pulls to the inside, can't get it. Here we goes again. DRS open. Jaws wide open. Here we go. Right round the outside. Pulls back to the inside. Does the dummy. Does a Mansell. Can he get the lead into 1? They bang wheels. So several times. Debut Insanity keeps the lead of the race. But out towards turn 4, he's again doing the dummy. Pulls to the inside very late, shakes back round the outside. Camera angle not giving us the best audio. Sweeps downhill. Not going to get him here. Oh boy. F1 Linus now after that is right on him and he will overtake. But Debut Insanity proving that he really does have his namesake. They hit again. Down into turn 10. Linus into the back. And Damio's now going to try and hold this for as much as he can without a penalty. 12 lap old hards now. Coming up on 3 laps to go. And F1 Linus on 4 lap old softs. How long can you go? This is insane. This is beyond insane. This is high quality entertainment. And it's happening for free here on Twitch. Brilliant. Right on board. Down this pitch straight. Debut Insanity. Once again, defends like mad into the pit wall. F1 Linus pulls to the outside. Oh, they bang wheels once. They bang wheels twice. Debut Insanity sends it up the inside. But F1 Linus brakes too late. Debut Insanity comes around the outside. GSP versus FE. Uphill we go. Once again. Round the outside. It's Damio pulls it back. Damio takes the lead. It's Hamilton v Rosberg in 2014. And F1 Linus shuts the door. Says no thank you. No callers today please. I'm leading. And I'm on my way to win a race. Damio Insanity forced back down to second. Doesn't look like to me he's going to settle there for a while, is he? This is amazing. Cut back now. Damio Insanity visibly now with the DRS. He's falling back. 7/10. Oh, hang on a minute. I might eat my cap here. He's closed back up. Locks the inside. F1 Linus surely has got it. Surely he's keeping up with this one. Wow. F1 Linus takes the lead and now looks to have kept it as well. Bravo, boys. Bravo. What racing. In the words of the late, great Murray Walker, I've got to stop because I've got a lump in my throat. You might have heard it's changed, hasn't it, my voice? It has changed pitch. Unbelievable. How is he still even within a second of him? I think F1 Linus must have destroyed his tyres a little bit too much. Unbelievable race. Penultimate lap as well. F1 Linus, who lost the victory last week, was giving it back after that penalty was rescinded, is about to win his 5th race in a row. Fourth race in a row. This is round 5. He's going to stay in that lead in the championship there, isn't he? Damio Insanity now going to come right back into it as well. Right back on. About to start the last lap of the race. We are watching as Lando Norris gets another 3-second time penalty, unfortunately. It's a lot of running here at the moment, isn't it? About to start lap 29 of 29, the last lap of the race. And 1.9 seconds at the moment, the gap. The field very much spread out now, as you can see. Faxland retired early on as well. So 10 cars finish, 10 cars get points at the end of today. Gearbox issue sounding out there as well, I can hear in my ears. That's not from F1 Linus. I think that's actually Damio Insanity, yeah. Gearbox, 2.6 now as well, 2.1. That's not an actual gearbox failure, is it? Or is that just the noise? I think it's that noise glitch we can hear every now and then as well. Well, stick around because post we'll have an interview. We'll take a couple of moments, unfortunately, to set up for the interview. We're having another issue with the tech. So we'll have a VT and then we'll all get going. But all focus is on this guy once again. F1 Linus on the podium in every single race so far in this Champion Series. He's done GSP proud. And honestly, he's going to take more championship points away. He's already showboating with the moving to one side, the wheelies, the wheelies. The warming up for the 4th time in 5 races. F1 Linus has taken the checkered flag and wins in Bahrain. Damio Insanity 2nd. Desepsky will take 3rd place. Warx Rage at the line gets it. Warx Rage goes 3rd and kicks off Desepsky on the podium. Double podium for FE. GSP 1st and 4th. Firecop in 5th. Tierney Top Gun 6th. Dusk Hamilton 7th. Mel Roxo in 8th. And Benny Callagh 9th and Lando Norrie 10th with Faxland in 11th place. That's the results as the cars now wait to come across the line as well. What racing? There's the confirmation. What racing? What fantastic action we've seen once again. We are going to have a post-show with some interviews, so do not go anywhere. We'll have a quick VT and get up, set up, and go with all that. Walk like an Egyptian in the deserts of Bahrain. F1 Linus on top of the podium for the 4th time in a row. 2nd for Damio Insanity. Warx Rage is 3rd. And here is your podium finishers. F1 Linus, Damio Insanity, and Warx Rage, the top 3. Desepsky had a penalty in the end of 3 seconds. Fire Cop in 5th. Tierney Top Gun 6th. Dusk Hamilton is 7th. 8th for Mel Roxo. Benny Callagh 9th. Lando Norris 10th. And Faxland in 11th. And penalties on the board, as you see, for Desepsky, Mel Roxo, and 6 seconds actually went to Lando Norris. So quite an uneventful race for penalties, but boy was it eventful on the track. So we're going to get ready now to cross over to all of our post-race shows and shenanigans getting ready to come up. So as we prepare that, here's a quick VT of what we have here if you're just watching us here on Twitch. This is how great esport racing can be. This is from the BBB European Series race at the French Grand Prix last year between Benny Callagh, who's finished down in 9th today, and the administrator, the founder of Ali Gangle. Here it is. This is the race leader pits. Benny Callagh's up to 2nd place. He's got past Mohamed Utas. And now the question is Benny Callagh going to have the toe as a yellow 3rd sector's come out? Why? I'm not sure. Will this affect? Yes, Benny Callagh leads from Mohamed Utas. And leaving the pit lane is Ali Quay. So he's down to 3rd place, but he's on the soft tyres. He'll be much faster. And Ali Quay might get back up into 2nd place here. And he will. But you heard it as well. We'll just play Ali's radio quickly because he's talking with a message, I believe, for Benny Callagh.
I'm coming for you, Benny.
Ali's on his way for Benny. Here we go. It's 2 weeks ago. Over again. The battle now. 5 seconds. Ali Quay on brand new soft compound tyres. Benny Callagh 5 up on medium tyres. He is a lot slower than Ali in the Ferrari. This is the battle for the victory of the French Grand Prix. Oh, 131. 883. Ali Quay is showing he means business. Beat that, he says. Oh, how was that not contact? Soko, and Benny Callaghan's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. The race win surely goes to Ali Quay, who now only has to keep A within 3 seconds and B on the road at all times. Penultimate lap. Oh, but look at Ali. He's over 3 seconds. Benny Callaghan responding. Benny Callaghan is responding. 3.1 seconds. It might not be over yet. If Ali's inside 3 seconds, regardless across the line, he's the winner. There's your maths for you. If he's outside that time, we have to wait to call it. It's a combination of Japan 94 and it seems Silverstone 98. We don't know across the line what's the winner going to be. It's been a crazy French Grand Prix. It's about to get even crazier. Benny Callaghan crosses the line in first place. The question is, has he won from Ali Quay, who crosses the line? Ali Quay wins! 2.509 seconds! Benny Callaghan defeated! Ali Quay wins the French Grand Prix! 2.509 seconds! Ferrari win! Renault second! He did it at the line! Fabulous! What a race! And let's hear from our race winner!
Woohoo! Yes! Yes!
You can hear how much it means to him as well. The penalties applied. Benny Callaghan finishes second. It was a 6-second added on. 2.509 seconds. Ali Quay. It's 25 points. It narrows the gap just to Benny Callaghan. But most importantly, it is a race win at last. For the first time this year, he defeats Benny and becomes our 4th different winner. And joining me now in the gallery is Seymour Copeland. Good evening, and first of all, how are you? You good?
Hello, good evening, Josh, and good evening, dear viewers of our league. Yeah, I'm doing great right now. I just watched the Champion Series, amazing battle, a really amazing battle in the midfield from P3 to P10. Everyone is fighting, doing no second at all stoppage. Huge race.
It's been a fantastic one today as well. I'm a little bit sore in the throat at the moment, but hopefully we'll have a smooth interview. First of all, I must say, or second of all, I'll go on. So sorry we couldn't have you on the pre-show. Massive technical errors, but thank you for agreeing to come on this evening.
And no problem. It's not your fault at all. You doing a great job, race for race, week for week. You're giving everything for it. I appreciate it.
You're very kind. Really, you are very, very kind. I want to get on then. We have a new league joining the channel on Wednesday. It's an old German league, so I hope you can tell us more about that. It sounds amazing.
That's right. So, as you know, we had Mondays the original series of BBB racing. Then we put the Champion Series, which is on Sunday, like today, and on Wednesday on 9:15 p.m. English time and 10:15 we will have the German series of the BBB racing, where a lot of talented and fast drivers will participate, just like Benny Callaghan from today, or the both Renault drivers of today, Dusk Hamilton, Mel Roxo, and a few surprising names will also take on. We are actually 16 drivers yet, and we're still looking for 2, 3, maybe 4 drivers. And this Wednesday we will have our test race, and a week later we will take off in Australia.
I'm looking forward to it as well. It'd be nice to actually finally have Australia on this channel as well. We've done a couple in Bahrain, Austria as season openers, but never at Albert Park. So personally, I am very excited as well. And I don't know what to expect, really. You have done an esport race at Albert Park before, just before we joined as broadcasters. What do you make of it? How much excitement are we going to see?
So we're gonna see a lot of excitement, but unfortunately, in the original series, I couldn't participate in the first race. So in Australia, in the season opener, so I just started in Bahrain too, just like you. Um, but of course, I drove a lot of laps in Australia. It's a fantastic track. Huge fan of it.
Absolutely, yeah.
And yeah, just like I said, very, very good corners to overtake, in my opinion. I like the overtake in corners, not the DRS so much. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
Have you heard about the track changes for the 2021 race, and that the game they're going to have those too? That's going to be quite fast, and I'm very much not frightened, but when we go into that new segment on the game, I'll be lifting off a few tenths. So getting back then, I want to know as well, because you've been an avid watcher of the Champion Series, your own teammates in there, of course, from the original run of our European original series. How did you yourself get into esport racing and getting also into Formula One?
Well, my first races which I watched was in my very, very early years, just like I think every one of us.
Yeah.
Starting with Michael Schumacher. Yeah, if you live in Germany, you just watch Formula One with Michael Schumacher. So afterwards with Sebastian Vettel, huge fan of him too. But with the esport, I started like 2 years, I think, 2 years ago. It took me a lot of time to participate in a league.
Yeah.
But then I joined a league with Murat too, who's also part of the original series. But we didn't have a lot of fun because the racing line was off, and it's really hard to participate if the racing line is off. So then we just played in an online lobby, and one of the BBB racing drivers was there too, and he messaged me. We're going to start a league.
Yeah.
Would you like to join us? And we were very excited about it, and didn't think a lot and just joined them. Had really, really good races, really nice battles, a lot of talented drivers there too. Yeah.
Nobody can say no to Ali, as we both know, being involved with it. Going forward then, obviously you've had a couple of races you haven't done, and some guest drivers have been in. I don't know about you, but any race I have to miss, I feel awful because I'm itching at the screen. I'm sort of clawing at the monitor saying, I want to do it, I want to commentate. From a driver's point of view, having to miss that race and let someone else in the car, is it annoying or slightly more relaxing?
Well, it's a bit both of it. So there are sometimes tracks where you miss and it's just one of your favorite tracks. Yeah. Or the same goes for it when you just crash out in the first round. I think, for example, I didn't participate in Belgium, in Spa, and I just watched your stream from the first minute to the last minute. It's just a joy to watch these drivers compete each other, but also with you as the commentator, just doing a really good job. And it's yeah, I think it's a bit more relaxing than annoying to not compete, but just like I said, I would compete every single race if I could choose it.
Absolutely. We've got some lovely comments coming through as well here, as well. So from Murat saying, Seema, you're so cute, as well. And Yeah, I was cut it short. We were going to sleep, but no, we've got to. I think another person coming on a minute. Our race winner, hopefully, will be joining us. So I don't want to let you go too soon because I felt like I was awful for not having you on in the pre-show. So just quickly, please, tell us. We've got, as you say, the test race for the new league on Wednesday. Yeah. Tell us if you can. We're going through the season, but is there any of those special drivers that you can just reveal one now?
So we got, just like I said, from the Champion Series, 3 drivers, which are just like you saw today. Dusk Hamilton just put up the fastest last lap of the race, faster than F1 Linus, who is driving, in my opinion, on a different level. Just no disrespect to the other drivers. Everyone is
completely a different level. Yeah,
a huge job, but Linus is just way out of the league, I think. But Dusk Hamilton set up the fastest lap, and he will also compete in the German series. So I think the focus of the league will be little to him, to Dusk Hamilton, but also to the original series champion Benny Carlack. And we got a new driver who is you don't know him, I think. You don't know him, but he is he's very fast, and we just drove some couple of laps together, and everyone on Discord was just like, man, be careful on that driver, he's so fast. And he will be the guy to beat, I think.
Oh, I cannot wait. I honestly cannot wait. And thank you so much for joining us on the live broadcast. Go well in the race on Wednesday. I'll obviously be watching, and I hope many of you join us as well. So thank you, Seymour. And I must also apologise for butchering your name so much on the broadcast. Anglo-Saxon accent, I really am trying.
You're doing great job, yeah.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you for joining us. Take care. Bye-bye.
See you Wednesday.
See you Wednesday. So Seymour will be back with us later on as well on Wednesday. As I said, we are getting ready to have more of the guys join in as well, including our race winner. It was a popular request and we listen. And he will be coming on in just a moment as well, as we've got to quickly change up several different positions as well for that to happen. F1 Linus joining us shortly. He's just gone to get a camera, I believe, as well. Curly saying, Josh, are you partnered with PBE? I'm not too sure which one it is now as well. Not too sure. We're with BBB Racing at the moment. He's going to get a camera as well. Next week as well, I believe. Hang on, if I'm going to get this right as well, as I'm getting messages coming through. Oh, he's not coming on now, apparently. He said he's going to come on next week. Oh, that's such a shame. All right, well, be on next week then. And you be sure to come on, because all our viewers here have been waiting for you to come on F1 Linus as well. So, okay, well, my thanks to Seymour then for coming on the broadcast early as well. And we will look ahead to the next race, which is at the Hungaroring in Budapest, Hungary. That's on the 28th of March. Now, also next week, the Formula 1 season gets started, and also the MotoGP season. That's going to be a great start as well. Followed also by the test race for the German League of Racing. That's on Wednesday here on BBB Racing. And tomorrow as well, we'll have our European series at the usual time of 7:30 GMT. It is going to be a cracker. So, let's have a look. F1 Linus says, sorry, boys, safe next week as well. He's going forward as well. Whoa, F1 is back. I cannot wait. And if you're into watch-alongs as well, currently on my own channel on YouTube, Joshua Birch, Motorsport Journalist, and we're hoping and praying that we'll get a simulcast view here somewhere on the BBB channel as well in the future for a simulcast of watch-alongs as well. And I cannot wait. It's going to be cracking. Esports is back in full motion. We're approaching the business end of the Champions season, as you can see as well. A new league joining us on Wednesdays, and on Monday, our continuation of our second season of the European run. And also, what better way to spend next Sunday than having F1 liners on the camera as well. My thanks to everybody going forward as well. Everybody, please go safe in this crazy world and this crazy time. I had a lot of fun broadcasting tonight, and it's been crazy, but I've enjoyed it. Also, a lot of good comments on this mic as well for the interviews, so might stay, might not. But thank you, everybody, for joining us here today. We will be back 7 days' time for the Hungarian Grand Prix. See, I've already got my F1 head on, as F1's in Bahrain. But yeah, thank you for joining us tonight. Good night, everybody. Stay safe. Well done, F1 liners. 5 podiums in a row, 4 victories in a row. He truly is unstoppable. From us all here, good night.